Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Angie. Today we're going to be doing an unstuffing of our cash envelopes and we are going to pay off our credit cards. So here's what I do for this. I do use a cash envelope system and then I do track my spending on my different credit cards. I did just post a video on credit cards, so if you want to check that out, definitely go on my channel and check it out. But this is what I do here. I use my spending tracker, I sell this in my shop, and then I just go through my cash envelopes and I use that money to bring to the bank and pay off the cards. So let's just hop right into it. So we are going to be doing our Sapphire card first. I did track my Chase Sapphire card and my Chase Freedom card on the same tracker. I kept my spending pretty low this month because I did have a goal of 20 no spend days. So yay me, I reached that goal. But let's do our Sapphire first. That is everything that is not highlighted on this sheet. So we're going to be doing our Apple first. So that's $10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, and then I kind of want to keep some good bills here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so Apple, we are going to just circle here. Gym membership is $18 technically, but I usually pay $20. So 5, 10, 15, 20. And if I do unstuff a bit more, I just write it over here for the final count so that I know what I'm actually unstuffing and bringing to the bank. Nespresso is next. I have something in miscellaneous and I have medical. So let's do medical first. That's a big envelope. So this was for my half of my wisdom tooth surgery. My parents are helping me pay off the other half. So this should be $345. So 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 93, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 41, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So 345. All right, awesome. I was really happy I was able to save up for that. And then in Apple, or not Apple, what am I talking about? My miscellaneous, I had to buy a key, or I had to make a copy of a key. So that was $6. And then I have small shop, I have groceries, and Angie's finance. Oh, annual fee. For annual fee, I write AF, but that's actually the initials for Angie's finance. So I was like, what envelope is that? So annual fees, I do have a Google annual fee. It's like $20 a year. So I think it's pretty much worth it if you need like extra storage on Google Drive. So that is $20. So I'm just going to check mark that. And then I have groceries and, oh, groceries is in here. What am I doing? Groceries is right here. So that was $42. So 20, 40, 1 and 2. We had that exactly. I think I will have more grocery charges probably on my Freedom card. Okay, and then next we have small shop and espresso that are in our low priority binder. All right, so here's our low priority. So small shops is back here. Looks like I spent $48, so 20, 40. Let's do 20, 40, 50, take back $2. So I will have to jump back in this envelope. So small shops is right here. Perfect. I like to go card by card because then I kind of total on the top whatever this lump sum of money is, how much goes to each credit card. If you have one credit card, your job is a lot easier. So small shops and then Nespresso. Nespresso was 37. So 20, 30, 35, 36, 37. Okay, awesome. All right, so I believe that's it for our Sapphire card. Now I'm gonna leave this here because I think I have to hop back into that, but let me just get my calculator and we're gonna total how much we have to pay toward our Sapphire. Okay, so that is $528 to Sapphire. Okay, and then now let's move on to our Freedom card. So let me see what I have. I have a lot of spending purchases. Okay, so let me just pull this back over. So spending, we have $3. I'm going to check mark this off as I do it. $3. I'm gonna wait on that purchase. I'm gonna wait on that. 30. Let me see how much I actually have in this envelope first. So I should have 33. So 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Okay. So 33 plus, we'll do this $40. Yeah, let's just do it here. So that is $73. I will use my miscellaneous envelope probably for this purchase. So 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Let's put this in the tray. And we will take back $7. 5, 6, and 7. All right, and then that is my miscellaneous envelope next for that, and that is in my high priority. Okay, let's go into our high priority. So we are back into our high priority, and we have some grocery purchases. So let's do everything that we need to for our high priority first. So I'm gonna quickly add this up. You may or may not see the calculator, but that's what I'm doing. So that's $157. I know I definitely don't have that, but 20, 40, 1, and 2. So I'm going to pull out $22 from my groceries envelope because I did just stuff for this upcoming week and I normally do 20. So 22. And then I'm going to hop into, let me push this back. I'm going to hop into Joe's binder. And for the record, I think he's pretty much okay with me using some of the cash in here if I need it. So his envelope for groceries has a lot. So 157 minus 22 is 135. So 51, 20, 40, we'll give ourselves back a 5. I think why this is wrong is because I gave myself change from here into this envelope, so it wouldn't make sense for this amount. So anyway, my final count, I don't even think I'm going to do on camera because it's going to be wrong. But you know what? Whatever money I put here, or put toward my cards, is money well put toward cards, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Anyway, our groceries are settled, so let's forget that ever happened. And we are going to keep going in our high priority binder. So we have groceries, and we have birthday, we have spending, our miscellaneous purchase back here we could hop right into. So 5, 10, 15, have a single dollar left over in miscellaneous. Miscellaneous is like always suffering. Okay, so that is 15. And then we have a few purchases for gas. So let's take this out. So we have in gas 27 plus 29. I feel like I should have had way more for gas, but it's okay. We'll leave it at that. So 56. So 20, 40, I could do that. 45, 50, 55, 56. Let's put this in the back. Alright, so I think that's it for high priority for our freedom card. I think I'm going to hop into Joe's binder just one more time. There's one more thing we need to unstuff from here. So in his personal spending, which I guess he was funding something that I put on my card, is $23. So that was when we got Chipotle together. So 23. And then the next envelope is in birthday, and I have one purchase for materials, which is in my business binder. Let's handle materials super quickly. So materials is how much? $21. So 1 and a 20. Perfect. All right, and then the next thing we're going to unstuff is our birthday envelope. So let's see. If I need to pull any from gifts, I will. I have a separate envelope for that. So it's 194 plus 89 equals 283. So 50, 70, 90, 110, 30, 50, 70, 90, 210, 220, 30, 40, 45, 46, 7, 8, 9, 250. So I could do, I have $70 to work with in here. So actually I have $80 to work with in here. So let's do this. So 50, 70, 90, 110, 30, 50, 70, 90, 210. Let's do 200. So 200. 1, 2, 3, 50, 70, 75, 80. So we can keep some in here for birthdays. So we should have 283. So 51, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 1, 2, and 3. Awesome. All right, so I believe all of that is crossed off, and then I just have my city card next, which is a brand new card. So let's go ahead and calculate how much I'm going to pay toward my freedom card. So that is $628 for my freedom card. So awesome. That is perfect. Let's move on to my city card next. So this is a brand new card for me, like I was saying before. So I don't have too much that's on here. I think, so I have our low priority, high priority, and an annual fee, which is high priority. Okay, so let's move on to our high priority binder. And I do have a groceries purchase on here, which I'll probably use Joe's binder for. So let's go into miscellaneous, which I think we literally just have $1. Sorry guys, camera stand fell, but I did do a no spend challenge this month. So I did 20 no spend days. For each day I didn't spend, I saved $5. So I have $100 buffer to work with here. So I'm just gonna probably set that to the side here. I don't think you could see it. That's okay. So we are doing our $1 from miscellaneous, and I'm gonna take out $10 from this challenge. So that is $11. That's for these two purchases right here. And then I have annual fees, which I'm not sure if I have my $95 in cash. Oh, I definitely do. Okay, so 50, 70, 90, do a 10 and take back a 5. Perfect. And then I have toiletries and groceries. So I'm gonna go into, let's see, actually, honestly, for groceries, I am probably gonna pull out of this. So that is just 30 bucks. That I'm gonna take care of right then and there. And then let's go into my low priority. All right. So skincare / toiletries for 20 bucks. I think I'm just gonna take it out of, let's do skincare. We'll take it out of skincare. So $20. All right, awesome. So that pretty much covers my version or my portion of the unstuffing. Let me just quickly add up how much I am doing for city. And it says extra 16 for birthday. I think I'm just pulling that out of my checking account. I don't know. I have these notes up top, so I don't really know. I gotta sit down with them. So that is $156 for my city. And then we have to do some of Joe's expenses. So that is mostly gonna come out of his binder, if not all of his binder. Okay. All right, so let's do his spending first. So that's $44. So 2040, we are gonna do 45. So I'm just going to count my extra $1 over here. So I'll show you how I did that. So let's say for this spending purchase, we're gonna add it onto a random one. I'm just gonna say that I unstuffed $10. That will equal the 45. And then what I'm actually going to do for a lot of Joe's expenses is I'm going to hand him a lot of the cash that is in his envelopes. I just feel like it could be going toward better things, so that's why I'm doing that. So his envelopes are just going to be stuffed for this upcoming week. Any rollover I might just kind of like put to the side, I think. I'm going to put it right here. And I could count that up at the end. I think that'll be interesting to see. He could put that toward a bunch of different things. That'll make more sense than sitting in here. So for groceries, he has, let me just calculate this. Okay, I decided to do one of the purchases instead of spend for groceries. So 50, 70, 90, 110. We're just going to do that. Make it nice and simple. And I'll add an extra $1 to this grocery right here. And for groceries, he's supposed to have 90 a week. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 90. And this is the rollover we are going to give him. All right, so gas, he did not give me any gas purchases. So I'm just gonna give, oh wait, no, I need to leave 25 in here. So let's leave 25. This will be rollover. Hair appointment, this is a big one. He didn't write this down either. So I gotta make a note to him to write down a lot of the stuff that he missed. So I'm just gonna keep, I kinda wanna keep him fully funded for at least one more haircut. So 20, 40, 60, 80, 85, 90. The rest of this will be rollover. Gym membership, he needs 40, so 10, 20, 30, 40. Supplements, he didn't give me anything. I do have this miscellaneous purchase though for $21, and I might just pull it out of here because actually not supplements, skincare has a lot. Let me hop into skincare real quick. Yeah, skincare is crazy. So we are gonna do just $21, or probably just round that up to 25. So we're gonna unstuff 25, and that's coming out of skincare. I know it's random, but he's okay with it. And then the rest of his purchases are subscriptions, but he does have a lot of rollover in skincare and supplements. So 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 30, 40, 45. You know what? For skincare, I'm going to leave it because skincare can be expensive. Same with supplements. I think those two I'll just condense in my next condensing. And then, oop, it sounded like that just broke, but I don't think it did. Subscriptions, he has 16 plus 7. Plus 13, which is definitely not all his subscriptions, so he needs to do a better job at writing down things. No hate, but he didn't write it down. Okay, so 36, so 20, 30, 35, and we are just going to do $40, I think. So we're just going to unstuff $40, which means that we are adding an extra $4 to at least one of these charges. So we'll do it right here. This will be, let's do 20, 40, let's leave 100 in here. So 20, 40, 60, 81. We are going to give this as rollover. This is $100. And then we have this leftover cash. And I'm trying to think of where I can actually put that. I might end up putting it in my travel binder. So let's do it in our Montenegro challenge. So 50, 2 5s. And let's just count how much we have in here for fun. So 700, 800, 900, 950, 70, 90, 1000, 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. $1,055. I think I'm going to cap this at 1200. It's kind of unrelated, but that's, I don't know, I thought it'd be fun to count that. All right, so let's calculate how much we are giving Joe. Okay, so we are giving him $260 for his expenses. However, we do have all this rollover. So I'm gonna go ahead and just quickly organize this and then we can count. All right, so this is all organized. So we have 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 90, 1, 2. Okay, so that was $392. I'm gonna keep that just to the side. And we are going to just write that down. So 392 rollover. All right, so I have this funny feeling that this count that I'm about to do is going to be wrong. I messed something up in my head. So we should have technically an unstuffing if I count up my totals of 528 plus 628 plus 156 plus 260 of 1572. I'm leaving out Joe's rollover on the side, and okay, I guess I'll do it on camera. I just have this funny feeling it'll be wrong. So we have 51, 52, 53. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 60, 83, 20, 40, 60, 84, 20, 40, 60, 85, 20, 40, 60, 86, 20, 40, 60, 87, 20, 40, 60, 88, 20, 40, 60, 89, 20, 40. So that is 940. $10, $20, $30, $40, $50, $60, $70, $80, $91, $10, $20, $30, $40, $50, $60, $70, $80, $90. That is 190. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 1, 10, 15. 115. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Plus 27 equals 1572. Is that the number that I said? Wait. Hold on. Oh my goodness gracious. I was right. Okay, so I didn't mess anything up. This is like the first unstuffing I didn't mess anything up in a while. Okay, so we are officially unstuffing 1572 plus Joe's rollover that we're giving him of 392. So that's a total of 1964 we're bringing to the bank. So thank you so much for joining me in today's video. It was a lot of fun and I feel a lot better knowing I didn't mess anything up. So if you liked what you saw today, this is what I do here on my channel and I'm close to 1,000 subscribers. So if you don't mind subscribing, liking, and commenting, that would be great. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!